Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa, and we're talking all things transformation, healthcare transformation, in particular with these two lovelies. Meghan and Kelsey are in the house to talk to us about navigating our healthcare.
Which is one of the scariest things any adult could have to do.
I know.
It is so tricky to navigate not only the insurance system, but your own medical files, how you really feel. Most people don't even want to deal with it. It's so great that you've been able to actually put this into a little book that's cute. Make it fun and exciting. Like, okay, I want to fill in these pages.
Yeah, totally. No, I completely agree, and that's exactly why I started Healthcare Transformation, is that it's incredibly complex, and so it's like, how can we take this and actually make it engaging and educational and empower people to want to take some control in the healthcare system?
Because the reality is, we're our own biggest advocate. You can't trust any of your doctors to look out for everything that's in that book, because you're the only one that knows it, right?
So walk us through how this transforms someone's health care.
Yeah. So I started Healthcare Transformation from the standpoint of navigating the system, right? Because it's incredibly complex, whether it's the insurance system or the provider system. And so wrote the book from that standpoint. So it's very simple, helps people both navigate improvement of their health and manage their health, but also navigate the insurance and provider system. And then we also create videos and do other kind of creating impact in the space, both from healthcare and
What do you love most about this book?
What do I love most? I think the fact that it allows people to engage with the content, right? So it's not just what's a deductible, but it's actually, what is my deductible and how do I understand that, and what do these documents mean, and things like that. So
Yeah, I have to say, the idea and the notion of healthcare is kind of anxiety ridden and anxiety producing. And when I look and read your book, I feel calm. And I think for me, that's the ultimate compliment, because I don't want to read a book like that and find more anxiety and more stress. I want to find workable solutions, and I want to feel better about having discovered those workable solutions. So thank you so much for sharing.
So walk us through. So when, let's say, for example, I'm a woman and I want to have, my annual checkup, and I want to know what birth control, things like that. Would this book be something that I would be working through, or who would be using a book like this?
Yeah, so I would say this book is aimed at any individual who's really working on managing their health and working on improving that. So it goes through a lot of the basics. There's actually a lot of things. So for example, preventive care is a big one that most folks don't know. What do I need and when do I need that based on my age and gender? And so I've simplified that in the book, for example.
So Kelsey, how you use this and how has it transformed your personal health care?
Yeah, I love the book. I'm one of those people that gets extreme anxiety thinking about insurance.
Totally.
I don't know. I'm like, Meghan, can you help me choose insurance? When should I go to the doctor? How do I pick this? So the book really helps you kind of start and then finish, and it takes you through the whole process of how to choose a doctor, really checking in with yourself and seeing, what do I really need? What are my current healthcare stats? What are my issues? Who should I go see? And it really just helps you track everything, which I find to be really useful. I'm very visual. I like to have everything written down. You can take it to the doctor and they can give you advice and you can write notes in it.
And is it only for Western doctors? Can we get our alternative doctors also? How does that help us in that arena?
I mean, I think it can help you in any aspect of your health. And so there's the beginning of the book is really focused on health in general. And we'll talk about our 6-week wellness program and the work that Kelsey does. But then it also goes into healthcare, health insurance. And so it's really aimed at anyone who needs the kind of simplified basics, how to understand this without feeling totally overwhelmed.
It's important. Totally.
Especially for those who are watching, like myself, who don't have health insurance. So to be able to navigate the healthcare system uninsured is a whole other monster. So peace be with you if anyone else is trying to do what I've had to do for the past few years. And that's carry a suitcase of medical files from doctor to doctor, office to office, literally a suitcase.
Oh my gosh.
If I could have this and say, okay, this is a summary of what's in that case, that would help tremendously.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, for people in your situation too, when open enrollment comes around, we do a ton of workshops, we have videos, we have content on social media. So there's a lot that we do to help people who are uninsured and need to better understand, especially here in California. We have covered California and different options like that. And so there's a lot that we do to help folks navigate.
So tell us about your 6-week program.
Yeah, so it launches Thursday. It is a 6-week wellness transformation program. It really takes a holistic approach to health and wellness. It's not just like, here's a diet plan, follow this. It really looks at nutrition, fitness, lifestyle, healthy habits, things like that. So over the 6 weeks, we have a different topic each week, and we really build on the content and help people understand how to take better charge of their health and live a healthier life so they don't necessarily need to utilize the healthcare system as much. We really focus on prevention and just living a healthier, happier life.
Yes.
So critical. Where'd your passion for this work begin?
So for myself, and I'll let Kelsey tell her story too, but for myself, I always was really passionate about healthcare. I wanted to be a doctor. I was doing all the things. I went to Johns Hopkins and got my master's in public health. And while I was there, I really understood, hey, we actually have a ton of problems with the U.S. healthcare system. It's incredibly expensive. Not everyone is insured. We actually don't have that great of health outcomes, and so it made me realize I really want to fix the system as opposed to being maybe another cog in the wheel in our U.S. medical system. And so I've been working to fix the U.S. healthcare system ever since, and really it became clear to me that people don't understand how to navigate the system, and ultimately they actually make bad decisions for their own health and their wallet because they don't know how to navigate. And so that's really where the kind of genesis of healthcare transformation came from. But one of the other things is just health. In general, in the U.S., we have heavy healthcare utilization because we don't necessarily have healthy people, right? I think everyone here is very fit and healthy.
We're going to receive that. We'll receive that. Or sure not, we'll receive that.
But actually 70% of the U.S., over 70%, is actually overweight or obese. So there's huge opportunity there. And when Kelsey and I met, we just had this same kind of energy around healthy living and lifestyle, and that it's not just about dieting, it's about your mental health, it's your physical health, it's nutrition and exercise. So,
Everything.
yeah.
Thank you so much, you guys, for all your work. Where can they find the 6-week program and find all your other information?
Sure, you can go to caretransformation.net/forthebody to find the 6-week program, or
Social media.
Healthcare Transformation on Instagram, Facebook,
Great.
Twitter,
Thank
all
you
the
so much.
socials. Yeah.
Love
Stay tuned.
it.
We'll be right back.